Opening night in the NBA has finally arrived, and I want you guys to keep me encouraged as I go on this quest to give you each and every NBA game. It's going to be hard, but with your support, we can do this. Let's get into the game. I got two major takeaways from tonight's game, but first let's get into the Philadelphia 76ers and James Harden specifically. I kid you not, the first 6 minutes of the game, I had no idea that James Harden was on the floor. I kept seeing the same stuff that he was doing last year, not at the beginning when he first got to the Philadelphia 76ers, but later on, like in the playoffs, he was nowhere to be found. But James Harden, he has this uncanny ability to get bailed out by the defense. Time and time again, he made the Boston Celtics pay, and sometimes with the three-pointer included. They fouled this man at least 4 consecutive times on the three-point line. I got to give him credit just for his veteran craftiness. But far as anything else, he's the same James Harden. I don't want to hear about James Harden, speaking to people saying that he's washed up and he's lost a step. You have. You ain't doing the same thing you was doing in Houston. You're not. James Harden, what you were doing tonight was getting bailed out by three-point buckets, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Now, I love the free agent signing of P.J. Tucker for the 76ers team. He's not going to come in and shoot you out of the game. He's just simply going to impact the game defensively and give you maximum effort and occasionally hit a corner three-pointer. And I do mean occasionally because over the years, that three-pointer has got worse and worse. Trust me, look it up. Once he left Phoenix, that jumper has got terrible. I do not like Montrezl Harrell for this team. He came in for 11 minutes and gave you 2 points, 0 rebounds, and 0 assists. Montrezl, you better than that, ain't you? I mean, are you? Montrezl, you out here looking bad, bro. I just feel like, a lot of he's like a Draymond Green type of player. Like, a lot of his impact on the game is not going to be equated to numbers, but you got to give him more than 2 points. You got to give some rebounds. You a big body out there, a presence. You got to do something. Come on, Trez. Come on. Now, I'm going to ask you this question one time. Is Jayson Tatum a superstar? Before I answer that, let's get a word from today's sponsor. Come prop up with me this season on Thrive Fantasy. This is where I do all of my betting, y'all. See, with Thrive, you can cut out all the endless hours of research and focus on the top-tier athletes that has the most impact on the game. Choose 10 out of the 20 player props and build your lineup. Each prop is assigned a fantasy value for both over and unders. Hit the most props and rack up the most points for your share at the prize pool. Thrive has over 200,000 in prizes weekly, and if you use my promo code ONEBALL, they'll even match your initial deposit up to $100. So get into one of those contests and use my promo code ONEBALL, and they'll match your initial deposit up to $100. Back to the show. Yes. Jayson Tatum is a superstar. Yes, we could put that to bed. He's a superstar. Please stop playing this man. This man has damn near was in a heat check mode the whole third quarter. I mean, he just kept coming up, hitting three-point buckets, driving to the basket. Any shot that Jayson Tatum wanted, Jayson Tatum got. He got the prototypical body to be successful in this league. Let's not kid ourselves. He's a superstar. On the other side, Tyrese Maxey, he's going to take that next step this season. Watch what I say. Tyrese Maxey is going to take the next step this season and prove to everybody that he belongs in this league. First step is lightning fast. Three-pointer. Just everything. His passing ability is on a hop. Everything is fast. I really do like that. I like the addition of Malcolm Brogdon for the Boston Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon, he's not going to come in and take a back seat to Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. He's not going to come in there and look to be passed first. On pin downs, on rub screens, Malcolm Brogdon is looking to get his shot off. He's an offensive player, which is really going to help those two, Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, on the offensive end of the ball, because it's going to force the other teams to focus in on Malcolm Brogdon because he's an offensive player first. That's just what he is. Somebody needs to tell Joel Embiid to stop letting these youngsters push him off the key like that. Like Joel Embiid on the initial reception, he damn near sometime be all the way out to the free throw line. That ain't a good place to start. He needs to develop a Shaquille O'Neal mentality, which what drives Shaq crazy about Joel Embiid is because he keeps letting these youngsters pull him out. He needs to be on the low block receiving the ball. If the 76ers are going to represent the East or come out of the East for the finals, he needs to develop a dog mentality and fight to stay on that low block. That's just what it needs to do. But other than that, the 76ers, this is the usual 76ers that we just seen last year. Being ball stoppers, no ball movement, no body movement. You got Joel on the post, not on the post, but on the 3-point line, and you got pretty much the 76ers getting killed on fast break points. Celtics had 34 points on fast break points. I think the 76ers had 4 points. That tells the game right there. Like, you guys are acting like you guys out there with orthopedic shoes on for the Philadelphia 76ers. So that's my takeaway, biggest takeaway from the game. I'm not overly hyped because I've seen James Harden starting to look slender now, and people saying, oh, his body looking good. Man, this dude, he's got bailed out, or he would have had, I feel like, about 12 total points. But he got bailed out on all those 3-point buckets. That's my takeaway for the night. You guys keep rocking with me. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Rick One Ball. Like, comment, subscribe. Woo!
If it ain't dope, bro, bill code nigga 254 ho. EA Sports, I ain't talking Madden. East South Texas, I ain't never slacking. I'm from the dirty South, pass me a nap. If you need the plug, my nigga tap in.